What is going on, guys? It is Play on Daily Fantasy Sports back again with a daily fantasy sports video. Today I'll be giving out my DraftKings, Fanduel, and NBA picks for Friday, February 8th, 2019. I apologize for yesterday not posting a video. That was the first day we had missed a video, but with the trade deadline and everything crazy, I did not feel like I had the time to make a high quality video, so therefore I didn't end up releasing one. Hopefully, though, if you guys were paying attention yesterday, prior to tip, you saw that Kawhi Leonard ended up not playing, and therefore you basically just loaded the Raptors on either site last night. And as long as you did that, you should have had a okay night. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right in to today's picks. And starting things off, we're going to start off on FanDuel today, and the first guard that I'm going to recommend is going to be Dennis Smith Jr. Projections are all over Dennis Smith Jr. today, and he's actually supposed to get 34 to 36 minutes. So if you average that out, 35 minutes against a weak Detroit defense, I love Smith Jr. tonight. He's actually played fairly well for the Knicks so far, and I think this change of scenery could do really, really well for him. Alright, the next card that I'm going to go ahead and recommend is going to be my punt play tonight if some guys get ruled out, and that is Isaiah Cannon. Right now, two of Minnesota's guards are already listed as out tonight, and with two more questionable, Isaiah Cannon may end up picking up the start if Bayless doesn't play, and let me check who the other guy is real quick. But Bayless is questionable for tonight. And then on top of Bayless being questionable, you also have Derrick Rose being. Rose is actually Rose is ruled out, as well as Teague being questionable and Tyus Jones being out. So that's the injury report for the guards there. I really think that if Jones and Bayless don't play, Cannon's have got to be a lock at punt. And the final guard that I'm going to go ahead and throw out there and recommend tonight is going to be Luke Kennard. Kennard is the probable starter tonight. He should see a big intake in minutes, probably right around 30 minutes tonight, which is a lot higher compared to what he's used to. This is going to be his last chance to really show himself before Wayne Ellington arrives, because I really think once Wayne gets there, Wayne's going to take away a good amount of shots from him that he normally gets. But tonight I am high on Luke Kennard. So next, let's go ahead and hop into the forwards that I'm targeting tonight, as well as centers. And the first guy that I'm going to target is Karl Anthony Towns. He's facing a very weak New Orleans Pelicans defense tonight. And the thing I love about him is, with so many other Minnesota players being potentially out tonight, he's really going to have to carry the load. This is a must-win game, and I think Karl, as their star player, this is a game he's got to step up in and play well. So the next forward and last forward I'm going to go ahead and recommend tonight on FanDuel is going to be Taj Gibson. Similar to Towns, he's just got a weak matchup. They need guys to go out and get minutes and points tonight. He's actually projected 27 minutes tonight on both sites that I'm looking at, and 27 minutes, that's quite a bit for a guy his age, but if he's given those minutes, he can play well. And I think that it shouldn't be too difficult for him to hit his value. Also, in case any of you guys were wondering, the sites I use are actually, they cost a fair amount of money. They're very reliable sites, and they're Basketball Monster and Fantasy Labs. Those two sites are which most professional and elite players use. And if you were wondering on good sites to use and what sites I personally have used and have been profitable, those are the two sites that I would recommend to you. Now next, let's go ahead and hop over to DraftKings, and first we'll be looking at the guard position on DraftKings. So the first guy that I'm going to go ahead and throw out there to consider playing tonight is going to be Dion Waiters. Waiters has got a great matchup against Sacramento, and with some other guys on his team hurt, as well as Wayne Ellington being gone, Waiters should be in line for quite a bit more minutes. I think that, with projections all over him and him being only 3,900, he is a great play tonight. The other guy that I'm going to go ahead and throw out there that's also a top play, though, is Luke Kennard. He's actually a better play, I'd say, on DraftKings than FanDuel, but Kennard is a good play on both of those sites. So now let's go ahead and look over at some forwards on DraftKings. And the first forward that I'm going to go ahead and throw out and recommend is going to be Tim Hardaway Jr. He's ridiculously cheap on this Dallas team. He won't have the ball as much in his hands on Dallas with Doncic being there and Doncic really being the main point guard. But Tim Hardaway at 4,900 is an easy pick for me tonight. And unless some other guys get injured, opening up better plays, I think that he is a great play against a weak Milwaukee defense. And the next forward that I'm going to recommend tonight is going to be Bobby Portis. Portis, we don't know what his minute rotation or any of that will be on his new team, but facing a weak Cleveland defense at only 5,300, I really like Bobby Portis tonight for his new team, the Washington Wizards. And finally, the last guy that I'm going to recommend is going to be at the center position, and that is going to be double up on him, Karl Anthony Towns. I think Towns is the number one pick tonight. He's my cash lock on both slates. I'm doubling up on him as cash lock. With such a need for just reliability on this team, I think that in a must-win game, he's the go-to guy that is a surefire bet to spend your cap on. So as always, make sure you stay up to date on the news tonight. If guys get ruled out, make sure you adjust accordingly. But I'll see you back tomorrow with another video. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And be sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to continue seeing these daily sports videos.